The Anti-Monitor from DC Universe Classics Wave 17. It's not the first time we've seen the Anti-Monitor in toy form, but it may be the best. He's one fine looking figure, and of course, he's the Build-A-Figure, which means you have to buy all the other figures in the wave in order to get the pieces to put them together. But as a standalone figure, he might be the best one in the wave. In fact, if they sold him separately, I'm sure I would buy him outright. He's got some nice effects that match his look in the comics, very true to the way he's been drawn. And you can see that there's lots of detailing going on, lots of little metal segments, lots of gold and silver accents. There's lots of piping and other little details all over the figure that really make it stand out and look super nice. In fact, it looks like there's a lot more going on than there really is, like there's a lot more pieces, and that's nice. The one problem though is the cape. The cape hangs kind of weird because there's only one pin in order to hold it. We'll talk about that a little bit more in the future. But I do wish they would roll them instead of folding them up inside the package. Now, he's got all the joints you'd come to expect in a DC Universe Classics figure. Neat shoulders, elbows, in the forearms, unfortunately not the wrists, the hands don't move independently, but the neck, the waist, the legs do that funky splits thing that they allow for nowadays. The knees are actually really kind of hard and they snap into place. I don't know if that'll wear away with use, but it actually is useful for putting them in some poses. And of course the thighs move and the feet will snap into place when you move them around. So overall, lots of articulation, lots of ways you can pose this figure, and overall, a lot of fun. Now back to that cape. As you can see here, underneath the head there's one pin where the cape attaches. There's a second hole, although there's no place to attach the second hole. It doesn't really fit on that one pin at the top. It's a lot smaller than the other hole, so it seems apparent that it doesn't fit there. Plus, the front of the cape would stick out through the front shoulder piece. So when you attach it back, you have this hole, this second hole, just kind of sticking out there. Now, I did think at one point maybe you're supposed to fold it over. Like, for some reason, it's supposed to be a double layer cape of some sort up at the top, but still, it doesn't really fit under the shoulder piece right, and it still doesn't make it hang down correctly. So I'm kind of at a loss what that second hole is for, but I don't know, maybe you know. Let us know. Now, like I said, there have been other Anti-Monitor figures, but this one pretty much takes the cake. As a standalone figure, like I said, I'm sure I would have bought it. And as a Build-A-Figure, it is a great incentive for picking up the entire wave of figures. Anti-Monitor, Wave 17.